Hi, everyone. How are you today? I'm Rachel Chamness at Sound Waves Heal, and today I am live in many places, and I will be giving a little information about my card deck, which is all about the Fae and the Elementals. Then I'll be giving individual card readings for those who are live, and at the end I'll give a group card and a group card and a healing. So my healing is liquid Reiki shamanic healing, and it does include sound. That's just the way that I do it. There's many ways to express a liquid Reiki, and it is something that I teach as well. Hi Joanne. Hi Judy. So good to see you on my YouTube. Yay! So I'm live in so many places. So if I don't get to your reading while I'm live, then just keep posting because I'll see the last 5 the best. Those are the ones that I'll see the most. Hi Leona. Hi Divine Light Rue. Ooh, I love it. Debbie, Ellie, and Jeanette. And don't forget, hi, I don't know who you are. If you don't, let the StreamYard see your name. So let's put this on. So for the host to see your name, please give approval to StreamYard. Let me edit this. So, no, I guess this is fine. And this does not give Facebook anything. So don't worry. It is all about StreamYard's permissions because Facebook makes it hard to use third parties. So that's all. So please click that, you too, and then I'll be able to see you. So we always start. Thank you. You have my deck, don't you, Amber? I love doing this too because with my deck, good morning, I can really see all the ways that I can use it. So let's begin because I want to give everyone here a reading. I'm going to give you really fast readings. Yes, the link is coming. There it is. StreamYard.com/Facebook. Hi, Stacy. Thank you so much for monitoring. I appreciate you. Okay. So we're going to start with 2. I'm going to show you 2 of my cards today, and I'm going to explain them. And hopefully this is working because when I went to do it earlier, here it is. It's working, which is more to do with me than I had to completely reboot my computer this week. It has been crazy. Yes, please. Okay, so this is my deck. It's called Elemental Magic and Manifestation. In the coming year, I will be also putting forward some books to talk more about elementals in my business and in my journey, my spiritual journey. I really connected with the Fae and the elementals first, and they introduced me to probably 50 different kinds of elementals and Fae. And I put 37 in this deck, and then I just sort of ran out of room. So there's 37, but in my books, I'll try to get to them all. Why bring elementals forward? Because they can help you with many things, and they can help you heal. They can give you healing modalities. I even have a elemental magic and healing program. It's a video program that attunes you and gives you a certification on my site at Soundwaves Heal. So I'll be giving all of you a clearing right now. Yeah, you want a little clearing, Leona? Yeah, let's start with that. I feel it's really important for us to kind of start in the same place and put us all in a sacred space where nothing attaches from anyone on this live to anyone else, and nothing from me attaches to you, nothing from you attaches to me. If you are a Reiki practitioner, this should be part of your everyday thing that you say before you work on someone. And you guys probably know I have my own Reiki program. It's a SUI program. It's called Psychic Reiki Healing. It includes my own psychic healing, all the things that I do in psychic healing, which is quite a lot. You can see it on my site. And most of that was taught to me by spirit because I'm a channel medium, which I also teach trance channeling in a big channeling class with healing, with light language, with trance channeling. And I teach everything I know to my students. And I really invest in my students. Okay, so enough of the ads. Sorry, just get talking. Okay, so first let's start. We're going to do a really quick sort of sacred circle. If you want to learn how to do a sacred circle or a sacred sphere, you can see on my YouTube channel at Soundwaves Heal. And what we're going to do is first we're just going to unplug from the 3D matrix, and then we're going to bring in a lot of light. Okay, so I have made a sacred circle here. It's really a sphere. I call in Archangel Michael in the south, Archangel Uriel in the north, Archangel Raphael in the east, and Archangel Gabriel in the west. I call in Sandalphon below and Metatron above. And it's a little bit more complex than that. I call in the elements. I call in their light, which I call angel fire, all that. Right now, what I want you to do, as I put us in a sacred space in Gaia's waters, I just want you to imagine that you have roots of light from the bottom of your feet. You're unplugging from the 3D matrix and you're plugging deeply instead to Gaia's new earth, crystalline, fifth dimensional grid. However you want to think about it. If you can't visualize, then just intend it. And then lower into lower grids as well. If you're open to those, like if you're in my Tag Lightworkers membership, we work on 60, 70, 80 grids. So anything that you are connected to and plug into there. And then you want to bring in that silver light of Archangel Sandalphon, of Gaia, of Earth, energy, new Earth, and bring that into your whole body, into your whole auric field and everything, and then plug it into your heart space. Then we're going to call in above the ascension energies, Archangel Metatron at our ascension gate, and then our sun, our central sun, Polaris sun, Palladian sun, all of that. We're going to bring that gold white light into our auric field as well, all into our body, all into our auric field, plugging into our heart. Then think about that green heart chakra as a Merkaba. So it's got two triangles spinning in different directions and spinning out energy. So this energy is flowing through you continuously, and what you're sending out is that energy so that you are not meshing your energy with other people. You're not taking on other people's energy as an empath or anything like that. So now that we've done that, I hope that you're really thinking about that. Gold white in, silver light from beneath, and sending it out. Woo! Feels good, doesn't it? I'm going to give you a little clearing with liquid Reiki shamanic healing. Of course, I use sound because I used to be an opera singer. All right, let's start. I'm going to tell you about two of my cards today, and then I'll give you each a card. So we're going to start with Sima, the pink dolphin. Dolphins are, yes, absolutely, they are corporeal elementals in our realm. So these are the pink dolphins. Sima comes forward in my booklet, which comes with the cards, which in the United States you can buy on Amazon. Otherwise, you can find it on my site at Soundwaves Heal. So, okay. Yeah, only in US can you buy it in the Amazon for right now. So in it, we have a quote from Sima, and then we have a little bit about the elementals. So dolphins are beautiful elementals who want to help you to stand in your light and to have a feeling of calm and presence in the face of negative energy. Dolphins are so perfect for this type of year because we could have a lot of negative energy at us during these kind of holiday times, or feel negative energy, or, so it's pretty important. And then Sima's quote is, which I channeled, of course, I channeled this whole deck. Your unique personality and all the fun and pleasure you may find in odd things is what makes you outstanding, and it can inspire others. Don't dim your brightness to blend in. Fill your heart with self-love and acceptance for all of your quirks and oddities, for who you are has purpose. Okay, now we're going to do one more. The next one is called Call for Clearing. It's got one of Archangel Gabriel's Diamond Light Dragons. Okay, let me turn off this banner so you can really see it. So if you get this card, Sitsula, then there's something in your life that needs to be cleared, or it could be like a clarity card in general. It's something that you need to clear up. It usually means that you actually need a spiritual clearing of your auric field, but it could mean something you just brought into the house needs it, or your house needs it, or your car needs it, or something, clear of a situation. Diamond light dragons are the dragons I often see with Archangel Gabriel. They hold the fifth dimensional diamond light frequency and help bring it into your space and body for up-leveling with our planet's ascension. Call on them for clearing and healing. Tsitsula's channel, something is not clear. Is it your auric field, your space, or perhaps a situation? A professional is needed to clear what is affecting your spirit and mind. It is time to unearth the diamond within your heart by releasing what is no longer in your best interest. All right, let's get started. I'm really excited to read for you today. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Stacy, for helping me out here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, see who Spirit's calling me to bring forward, and then I want you to just keep posting if I haven't read you yet so that I don't lose it. And if you want to buy my cards, we got a QR code. You could snap a phone picture and come back later, use the QR code. I would love it if you bought these cards. You'd find them very helpful because they help you really come into a relationship with the Fae, which can help you begin to channel. The Fae is who I would recommend you start with channeling. Actually, first your spirit guides, then Fae, but you could start with Fae too. I started with my spirit guides. Okay, I'm putting these in order so that we can go fast. Okay, all right. Stace, actually, you're first. So you got love. Maybe the fairy elf comes forward for you for love. And actually what I get for this is not about romantic love. It's actually about love of the holiday season is really what I get there. Like they just really want you to, and maybe I get that usually like the holiday season can be kind of like annoying or like commercial for you or something like that, or like you kind of like, oh, it's so something, we all feel that way. But they're like, this year, just go for joy. And if, colored lights and, special holiday treats or whatever it is that makes you happy, like you don't have to go to a bunch of parties or do anything too extroverted, but like little things that help bring in just the beauty of the season. And if the whole season like triggers you in some kind of like religious trauma or something like that, then in that case you just think of it as like how grateful you are for your beautiful life and all the beautiful things that you have, and just think of it as a grateful exercise. That's what we do here, because it's also the solstice time. So just bringing in that beautiful feeling of warmth and just whatever that comes forth for you. They just really want you to just seep in joy. I'm treating it like Thanksgiving this year, so I'm feeling a lot happier about it. That's what I do too. That's what we do here. My kid was like, what's the difference between Thanksgiving and Christmas for us? He knows what Christmas is. And I was like, it's just, we're more grateful. And we give presents. It's more than eating. Yeah, I'm about to go get some of those big bulb colored lights that look like from the 70s for my kid's tree. I think he's going to love it. Okay, Tracy Hand, you're next. Hi, Julie. All right, you got Stop and Rest. Shatalda the Ice Mermaid. Can you see her? Is it going to focus? You're going too hard. It's like this, and it's a season. Season's making you crazy a little bit, like too much to do. Oh my gosh, what is happening right now with Ascension? It's like, it feels like time's going fast, slow. Things are like sticky and weird. I want to say that I don't get into Mercury retrograde. I was born in one, and I have disconnected, just like I disconnected from the moon, which you could hear about in this week's podcast, 5D Chats and Channels with Rachel Chamness. But I also disconnect from Mercury retrograde. But I have to admit, like, WTF, right? Because what is happening this week? I had to completely wipe my computer and like all kinds of stuff. Anyway, Tracy, so much going on in the world, so much going on in Ascension, and things going on with you. And they're asking you to please put yourself first, get some self-care, rest, like take the day off. Like, don't feel bad about calling in sick at work if you work, or for whatever you were going to do. Just call in sick and say, it's a me day. I'm sitting in the tub and I'm watching, romantic comedies or something, and that's it. So that's your message for today. Shannon, you're next. Synchronistic events, Starlight, the Dolphin Pod, another dolphin card today. So the synchronistic events, this is a whole pod, so they're kind of like a community of dolphins speaking as one. A lot of synchronistic events have been opening for you. This is a sign from your spirit guides. They're saying that they're opening up to show you what is coming for you. They're kind of gently nudging you in a new direction that's going to make you very, very like thrilled and happy. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise. I feel that it's really a big spiritual opening, more spiritual, something like maybe channeling or healing, or like some sort of new thing for you, or something, this seems pretty cool. So that they're kind of nudging you, your guides, And also, you're very connected to the dolphins, I get as well. So just look for those synchronistic events. And when they happen, they just seem like, well, I guess I'm getting so much feedback about this one thing that maybe I should do it more often. Like people really seem to like it, like they're gently nudging you. Okay, Heather. You got observe your thoughts, Tristan, Daisy Fairy, these tiny, tiny little nature fae. Watch what you're thinking. You're manifesting quite a lot right now. So if you're stuck in some negative thoughts, you'll be manifesting them. I mean, that's true for us all the time anyway, but it's really amped up. And I've actually gotten that message myself. So really watch that, okay? And just watch that. So what you do, and when you get stuck in these negative thoughts, is what you do is you have to just figure out how to release them. And if you can release them, then they can't bother you anymore. So I have a whole blog post on this, totally free, and it can help you do that so that you don't get stuck in that. Because that is like total normal thing that happens. Yeah. Hi, I don't know who you are. You have to click that link. See that link? Ooh. Shannon, you did totally miss your reading. If you go to FindMeAMedium or Soundwaves Heal YouTube, you could rewind it if you don't want to wait. Okay. Okay, Andrea. You got Celebrate. Wintana Fairy Mermaid. I hear that you've done a lot of hard work. Like you have completed something, or you like worked really hard for other people this week, and now they're just like celebrate, kick your heels up, have a really good time, and don't feel bad about it. That's what I hear from some like sassy fairy. She's like, don't feel bad about it. You're gonna go have some fun. Woo! So have some fun. Do it for you. Melody, what does open mean? I'm gonna get to you though. Oh, but first I want to read. They're telling me to go up here. I'm going to give you a card. And since you've set the intention, then I think that's what it's about. Set your sights higher. Lily, the seahorse. Guidance for a career. I mean, that's kind of usually what this card's about. Like, it could be about love, but sometimes it's like, are you setting your sights high enough? Like, are you just trying to manifest something you think you can achieve? Or are you trying to manifest your dreams? And they're like, because you're wasting your time if you're not trying to manifest your dreams. You have your dreams for a reason. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. Here's the link, people. Open for reading. Oh, I get it. Okay. I was like, what does it mean? Open sesame. Okay, here you go. You got Call for Clearing, Sitsula the Diamond Light Dragon. We just went over this card. And what this is about is that something needs to be cleared. So it could be that you need a spiritual clearing. If you're not feeling like yourself, if you feel like, you're just not happy. Hey guys, you should be happy. Like whatever circumstance is happening, you should still be able to find joy. You should still feel good in your everyday. And if you don't, then that is a serious call. I think it's way too normalized for people to be miserable. And I'm not saying you're miserable, Melody. I'm talking to everyone. Like you should be happy. And if you're not happy, then you need a clearing, because a clearing will help you clear whatever it is and give you advice. So I would recommend you go to someone who does both healing and reading, like I do and I teach. So you want someone who can clear you deeply, and work in higher dimensions, really clear your auric field and everything, and also tell you like what emotions are coming up, clearing those emotions, bringing them up to you so that you know what it is, the shadow work that you need to do. You know what I mean? It's really important, that stuff. And it's nothing to be ashamed about, because it happens to every single one of us. I mean, the most important thing about being a channel, or what I do, is to know when you're not clear, and to go and find someone to help you clear is really important, because if you can't tell when you're not clear, how do you, work on other people? It's a big discernment. It's a big part of my program that I teach, my accelerated advanced channeling. Julie, it is just coming up, right? It's coming up for everyone. So Julie, you get listen. And I think, I got to read Joanne Palermo next. They're telling me. Okay. Listen, Mudu the Tall Elf. This is the clairaudience card. So they're just saying, so last night, you had a reading in Tag Lightworkers in the monthly group. And I saw your post this morning. It was really beautiful. I felt like it was a great little mini session, wasn't it? We have these all week long on my membership. And so now they're saying that because of that, you'll notice a bump in your clairaudience. That's what I'm saying. Your clairaudience is heightened. And so, yeah, just think about that. It's going to be coming through for you. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Joanne, they're bugging me. Joanne. You got past life connection, Finley, the crystal diva. There's some past life problem. Now, whenever someone pulls this card, I always do a healing because that is the reason I do channeling and healing. I channel healing and I channel the messages because, I mean, who wants a reading that's like, you've got a problem, good luck with that, right? These are divas that live inside crystals. I've got 2 in here. Because it's a big rock, right? So let me see what it is. When we clear past lives, it's all about what is coming from that past life that is interfering with our discernment in this life. It's an emotion, it's a feeling. What the past life is doesn't matter. I can bring that through, but a lot of times they don't want us to know. So I hear clearly from your spirit guides that the feeling that's coming through is that this waiting for the shit to hit the fan. They didn't say waiting for the next other shoe to drop or anything like that. They're like waiting for the shit to hit the fan. So it must feel like you think, oh, 2 things happen now, 3 things might happen, or there's some sort of thought there. And that's coming from a past life that we need to clear. It's actually coming from a Lemurian life, which is kind of weird, but let's clear it. Joanne, they're saying you need to do a little more regular self-work on yourself. You have a lot of skills, as I know personally, because you take a lot of my classes, and you really just need to work on yourself a little more diligently every day. And I mean, full disclosure, there's like you too, Missy. So both of us, okay? I'm going to work on myself this afternoon. It's on my list. I'm going to work on myself and this whole computer thing that's going on. Okay, Jessica, you're next. You got specialist support. Jump Axe the Gremlin. Gremlins help with all kinds of electronic things, but this card is really about, it could be something electronic that you're trying to fix yourself, or it could be like, oh, I'm going to make my own website, which ends up being a kind of like a big time suck, and then you end up having to hire someone anyway. What this is about is there's something you're trying to DIY, and it would be so much easier if you got someone else to help you. This could also lend to like self-help, like trying to, for instance, work on your anxiety with a workbook instead of a counselor or a spiritual healer. It could mean that you need a spiritual healing session. I can check for you if you want. That's not it. It's something electronic or techie that you're doing that if you would just be way better off if you got someone else to do it. Okay. All right. So yes, do that. Hire someone, save yourself. Hi, Gil. Is it Gil or Jill? And have I asked you that question before? If so, I'm sorry. You got self-employment. Sardash, the dragon, comes forward with the keys to self-employment. So that means you have the keys already for your own self-employment. If you're retired or something like that, and you're like, I don't even do that anymore, then I'm sorry, I live in Tennessee. That's not an invitation of you. Then it's something you're supposed to create for the world. There's something that you're supposed to create for the world, and it's time to bring that forward. So please do it, because it's going to make you very, very happy. Right? The Fae in here are going wild. They love you guys. Ooh, Kelly, you got the coolest card, which is the top, I put it on the cover of my deck. Alchemy and Magic, Salemi the Unicorn. So much alchemy happening in your life. So use it. Like, this is beyond your manifesting all the time. This is like what you want in the world right now. Start doing something to get it, because there's so much alchemy happening. So like if you do Reiki, make a Reiki grid. I really hear Reiki grid, so I'm assuming you do Reiki. Something like that, right? Like just put it in motion, because you have all the magical tools around you right now. And you have the help of the Fae as well. Woo! Oh, thank you, Judy. You're so sweet. I always love having you on here. You got caution, the Scott, the Balboan, who's a type of elemental, like Sasquatch, Bigfoot. Okay, caution. So let's look into this because, you know, what is it? Is it caution of somebody or something said, some words? No. Is it, oh, caution of Mercury retrograde is what I hear. Caution, like, so you're gonna, this is kind of what I'm getting about this Mercury retrograde. I am totally divorced from Mercury retrograde and it's still completely messed up all my electronics. So what that means is it's a doozy. So I think what they're saying is make sure that you like follow the rules of Mercury retrograde, even if you're totally divorced from it this time. Don't sign contracts, but it's a good time to look them over, you know, that sort of thing. It's okay. Like, you know, don't buy a car or a computer during this time. And if you feel like most of the time you're divorced from it, then you're just going to precaution do this time, and you can, even if that pisses you off, you can just disconnect and see if that works. But just this one time, I feel that even if we're disconnected from it, it is affecting things around us. So just be very careful and disconnect again later if you want. And, you know, the next time you'll be good. But this one I feel is a super doozy. Thank you, Rue. You are safe. The silver fairy is a metallic fairy. So cool. There's so many of these. You are safe. You're safe to shine your light into the world. I really get for you, Rue, that there is some, and I totally understand this because I have this too. There's some like trauma over stalking or like just, you know, people who are unhinged that you've had to like, get away from me in your life. And they're saying that is something that's holding you back and is a block in your business and what you're doing for coming forward. Even if you think you cleared it already, is a really, really important to clear it again or really work on that because you are safe. Don't let people from your past keep you from shining your light. Okay. I want you to just get in that feeling of like that. I'm not letting that happen. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to make my dreams happen and no one can stop me. And people who, you know, try sending, you know, all kinds of crap my way, hex, curse, whatever, you know, they don't have any power over me because I am a high vibrational being, right? So bump up your vibration, clear all that stuff, have it cleared and go forward. All right. And it's nice to have you on here. Hi, Allison. You got finish what you started. Here's the Marymount the elf. He's working on Merlin's staff here because he's so cute. I did not make the pictures. I just described them to a really great artist named Shannon Oliver. So finish what you started. What did you start and not finish? I feel a lot of frustrations. Like you started something and you were just like, and they're just like, it doesn't feel like it's a long time ago. It feels like it's recent. So they're like, just keep going. It's a block that's stopping you. Work through that block, clear it. You can clear this yourself if you have skills like pendulum skills or, you know, speaking to your spirit guides, Reiki, anything. It's something small enough that you can clear yourself. But if you want, of course, you can always go get a session, have someone clear it for you. I'm always into that. I have lots of sessions myself. I hold a lot of space for a lot of people. And so I get a lot of clearings. And honestly, you guys should be getting a clearing every 4 to 6 weeks in this kind of ascension time. I wouldn't put it off if you can. The best idea, if you're like, oh, I could never afford that, then what you do is first of all, you need to be Reiki 1 trained, everybody. Get that Reiki 1 certification and, you know, hopefully you are in a sort of, you take it from someone where they have some sort of online group of other Reiki students where you can trade with each other and, you know, you do a lot of barter. So I do that with my psychic Reiki healing courses. We have a group that you can find someone to work with and work on. It's really, really important so that you can have people you trust clearing you all the time and you can clear them, you know, or if, you know, cost isn't a factor, then go for it. Get your sessions. They're really important. You're welcome. All right, Amber, you got gratitude, bury the wolf. And that you already know what wolves are because you're in tag light workers. But for everyone else, these are really cool kind of bear-like beings, and they are in charge of the Fae music and the vibration of the Fae, and the vibrational healing of the Fae. They're really cool. So Barry is telling you that this is another holiday card, just like really get into the gratitude of this season, and especially if it tends to get a little depressing for whatever reason, but really, really get into it. Yeah, it's very important for you. We do need clearings that often, but Amber, you're also pretty active in my monthly group, Tag Lightworkers, and you get clearings all the time in the weekly lives, which helps you quite a lot. But, still think that you should use your pendulum to see how often you should get a clearing. It's very important, especially if you're working on other people. Hi, Joanne. You got courage. Mateo the Griffin saying, just have courage. This hard part is not going to last much longer. There's something that's like just feels in my heart for you that's like, whew, it's heavy. And that's kind of a lot of what we're going through right now. So do some shadow work. You've been on here many times, but I'm just going to ad nauseum do this. Shadow work, easy way to do shadow work. You don't want to like commit your whole life to shadow work. You want to commit 1 to 2 minutes to shadow work and release it, right? So shadow work, and know that you're almost through it. You're almost through it. Okay. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, Leona, and everyone else keep posting. I'm going to get to you. All right. Oh, Priyanka, hi. Okay, Leona, you got now Bert the Vassal Giant. What's a Vassal Giant? That's a kind of regular giants that we know about. They told me they're called Vassal Giants. So that's what I put in the deck. Whatever they tell me. Leona, these Vassal Giants come forward for you. They're very protective beings, and they're saying, don't put it off. Do it now. I don't know if that's like a project or something you've been considering doing for your own self-care. I kind of feel like it might be self-care session that you've been wanting to do. They're like, do it now. Because if you don't, later you'll be like, if I had done that, I would be to where I want to be already. And instead now I'm starting it now, months from now. Do it now. Do it now. Hi, Terry. You got healer. Bon, the tree spirit. You are a healer. Do you know this? If you don't, then now you do. You're a healer. The bird gives you a message. If you're already a healer, then there's more healing that you're supposed to learn. And so go and search for it. Your spirit guides will show you what it is. Okay. Liz, you got witness the miracle. So these guardian gnomes are in sacred spaces like standing stones. Witness the miracle of what's coming through for you. They're really pointing out the frog to me, and I cannot remember what the I know it's my deck. Okay, I'm sorry. But I can't remember what the spirit sign of frog means. So you'll have to look that up after this, and whichever one you pick is the right one. I know they're not all the same. But they're saying witness, so that'll be a second sign for you. Witness the miracle means that you have already done the work, and now you can enjoy the outcome. So the miracle's happening. I don't want you to think about it's happening in the future, says your spirit guides, not me. It is happening now. So perhaps you don't see it yet. Perhaps you don't see the what you're trying to manifest, but it's now. So just say, okay, it's here and it's about to show itself to me. I just know it's already here. Reevaluate. Leslie Hudson. Reevaluate. Gives us a garden gnome. This is an interesting card that I've learned more about since doing these lives. Even though I channeled these cards, well, I didn't make them, I channeled them, right? So they continue to show me many layers of how to use them. So reevaluate is like you made a decision and now it's time to be like, it's kind of like, and let me make sure this is the right reading for you. It is. You gave your word, you said you'd do something, and so now you're doing it and it sucks. Like it sucks. And you're like, oh my God, this is not aligned with me. Why did I say that I do this? I got to just finish this. And they're like, no, you don't. You can say, you can reevaluate and you can say, this is like, let's say they're showing this, let's say you promise to give this person like 5 free sessions and then like 3 in, you realize this is like a horrible idea and it's really costing you a lot of energy and like they're not aligned with you. It's taught you something, right? You now realize this is not your type of client, and that next time you need to do an exchange. That's a really good example. It might not be the one for you, but it's one. So it's talking to someone who's on the live. So they're like, something you promised to do, you can reevaluate, and then you can say, I'm sorry, something's come up, things have changed, and I'm not able to continue with this anymore because of, and like, there's a reason, right? It's not good for you. You're going to say as diplomatically as possible, and you're just going to be like, I can't do this anymore. I'm so sorry. My spirit guides have told me to stop. That's my favorite thing, because that's if it's unexplainable to them in a way that's going to hurt their, you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you don't want to be, unkind. My spirit guides have really said to me, I cannot do this anymore. If it's spiritual, or you can, you don't even, what? They're like, you don't have to give an excuse. You can just be like, I'm sorry. It's okay. We're so stuck on, I gave my word. And the Fae are like, you're hurting yourself. Don't do it anymore. Right? Whew. I hope that makes sense. All right, Facebook user, you have to click the link so I know who you are. It'll show up in a second. Are you feeling it? All right, Teresa, you got soul family. Your soul family's gathering around you. They show me all these little lights around you, and you're starting to recognize them, and it feels so good, doesn't it? So they're like, more of your soul family is coming through. You may be drawn to join a group or something that has more of your soul family in it, for sure. Hi, Samantha. You got compassion, laughter, light, the tree spirit. So much compassion is coming towards you. Okay, this is what I get. There's a lot of compassion from friends and family towards you, and you're mistaking it for pity and getting triggered. Does this make sense? Because that's what they're saying, and it seems very, so they just want you to know that, people are really being sincere about being compassionate towards you, and to watch where you get triggered and think, that it's pity. It's not pity, it's love. So really recognize that love coming towards you, that compassion. It doesn't have the kind of intentions that you think it does. That is actually something in you that is coming up to be healed, that sort of knee-jerk reaction. And so they want you to really clear that and realize like who is really bringing it forward to you out of their heart. Hey, I gave you one already much earlier, so you'll have to, but if you're on YouTube, you can rewind. I think you were like the third or fourth reading. Barbara Duffy, you're next. Divine change, Babette's the unicorn. Barbara, divine change is awesome. That means that, did you see my whole background just go like, what was that? Timeline shift. Divine change is coming to you, which is like the answer to everything. So go hard on all my dreams and manifestations have come true now sort of law of attraction thing, because like I see a huge shift in your life, and it's amazing. I know. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see. I'm so glad. I'm glad that made sense. Okay, Mel, you got problem resolved. So it's the same sort of card as last time. It's like your problem's already resolved. So, or a couple ago, okay, maybe. So this is the Phoenix. Phoenix is here, and I get it's a big thing about being rebirthed. Your problem is resolved. What I actually get about this is like it's a block or a problem that you've carried with you a long time, and maybe even self-perpetuated it by speaking of it in the present when it was in the past. And they're like, it is truly in the past. You have cleared that big, life, like soul contract thing that you've been working on for so long. Like that was in the past, that was bothering you for so long. Like it is gone. It is resolved. It is in the past. And, I feel like you already know this, that you've already switched from saying, I have this block to I used to have this block. But if you haven't, then definitely do that. But I feel like that was the lesson. And this is confirmation that you already received that lesson and that you're already doing it. So I hope that resonates. Okay, Debbie. And look, Facebook user, you got to click the link. Debbie, you got leadership. Tote the Centaur. You are a leader in your field. You've always been a leader. There's like everything that you've ever done, you could see that people look up to you for your leadership. And usually when this comes up, it's kind of like, hey, do you know that you're a leader? You're supposed to be a leader. But in this case, do you see the sim in the background? I don't know if it'll focus here. There's like a tree with roots that go deep. They're saying that you just need to hear that. You're a leader. You've always been a leader. This link, Facebook user right here below. You've always been a leader, and you just need to hear the confirmation that you know what you're talking about. And if people are saying, that you don't, then you know that that's on them. So sometimes, people call us up to task and they're wrong. But because we are the kind of people that work on ourselves, we stop and say, oh my God, is that true? Is that something I do? Is this self-reflection? This is a really great thing. Self-reflection, that sort of thing. Am I doing that? And they're like, no, you're a leader. You're doing what you're supposed to do. So believe in yourself. Okay. Thank you, Leona. You can buy them. Please buy them. If you're in the US, you can buy them on Amazon. If not, you can buy them on my site. And both of those links are on that QR. So take a picture. Or go to my site, soundwavesheal.com, and you'll find it. Thank you, Stacy. Hi, Rachie. Okay. Manifest. Lar, Genie of the Old West. Lar's saying, you're not using your manifestation tools as much as you used to, and they'd like you to do it more. Plain and simple. Do it more. It's really important. You were on a real streak for a while there, doing really great with your manifesting, and you've fallen off the wagon. That's what they're saying. So do it. And you'll find a big change. Oh, if it doesn't work, that is because you're probably on like a weird browser on your phone instead of using the app. So just tell me what your name is and your first name, and I'll give you a reading. Thank you so much. Yes, I am at Sound Waves Heal. And let's see. I'm a shamanic channel and mentor. I teach all of my psychic healing abilities, where they're learned from spirit. I teach them and teach channeling. And I have a monthly group. And I also have a group for healers and channels, where I'll be live next talking about the moon matrix, galactic moons, and things like that, because that goes along with my weekly podcast. So I have a podcast that comes out on Mondays, and on Thursdays I go into this group after this live and talk about it and answer questions. So that's what I'll be doing. But if you're not a channel or a healer, but you just want to do more, then this is also live in my I Love Fae group, which is I Love Fairies, Fae and Elementals Facebook group. And you can join my social media ad nauseum at Soundwaves Heal. Thank you for asking. Okay, Trish, and if you guys like these readings, you should get these cards. The cards will really, really help you. I'm telling you, they will help open you up. That's what they're for. The Fae want to help you open up. All right, Trish, you got Abundance Windfall, Sam High, the Troll. I love this card. This is like one of my favorite cards. They're ugly but sweet. The Troll says that abundance is coming your way. I actually see lots of cash. So this is abundance of money, financial rewards. Okay, your haircut's going to be beautiful tomorrow. Let's all manifest that beautiful haircut for Rachie. All right, Taylor. Taylor, you got grounding, sort of all the wood nymph. So we're being called to ground a lot deeper than just like, yes, go outside barefoot and think about roots of light coming from your feet and going into the ground. Yes, but now we need to go a lot deeper, deep into the 5D grid of Mother Gaia. I have a little Gaia 5-minute mini meditation on my Soundwaves Heal YouTube channel. You can search for Gaia mini meditation, something like that. It should come up. And that might be a good one. So you want to think about at least grounding into that 5D grid and then bringing her energy up around you like that, especially like what I did at the beginning of this, where we brought that silver light up and the gold light down. And also we just need to if you are a healer or a channel, you need to go deeper than that. 60, 70, 80 is what you're going to need to do. That's what I teach in my Tag Lightworkers monthly membership and in my Accelerated Advanced Channeling course, a 22-week course, which I am in a registration period for because the next one is in January. We're in the pre-program right now. Oh, that's awesome. That's beautiful. Oh, I'd love to follow you. So post it. And also send me a message. I'd love to connect with you. You're so welcome. You're welcome. Great. Okay. Jeanette. And then I'm almost done. I got to race off in a minute, but let's see if I can get to everyone. So post now if I haven't read you yet. Look, you got the card we talked about at the beginning, Jeanette. Be uniquely you. So this card's all about like fly your freak flag, like be so 100% unapologetically you. And if people cannot handle it, I mean, I'm not saying be like rude or anything, but you know, if you're like, if you have a, you know, snarky personality and you're holding it in all the time, you know, let it out. Be you, be weird, and find your people. That's how you find your people. So you're just yourself and people are like, oh my God, I love you. You're the coolest person. It's so funny. We hold in our weirdness forever. And then when we finally let it out, people are like, it's amazing what happens, right? All right, Tara, you got adventure, Khaki, the adventure fairy. It's time for you to go on an adventure. So they're really showing me this big butterfly, like, well, the butterfly's not big, just in comparison. The butterfly, like, it's time to spread your wings and go on a new adventure. I feel it's a spiritual adventure, opening up to spiritual concepts and things like that more. I feel that's really what's happening. Whew. Okay, I'm going to lose this. So find me at Soundwave Seal, or I'll try to find you. See, Debbie, I'll put you on my big fat list here, but if you find me first, I'd love it. Okay. Yes, Angie, of course. Make a decision, Melius, Whale King. Whales are also elementals that we can see. So make a decision. What is, what's the holdup of you making a decision? So usually when you get this card, they're like, make that decision right now. But for you, Angie, I feel like there's something that needs to be cleared. Some sort of fear. There's something you want to do or do more of. I feel like it's something along the lines of channeling, healing and channeling. And they're like, but there's so much hesitation there because there's something that needs to be cleared that will help you with your discernment. And so there's an emotion that's in the way of your discernment, basically. So I would get a clearing, okay? Or realize it and work on yourself, whatever it is that you want to do. Oh, that is amazing. Leona, I did read you already, right? I think I did. Okay, Priya. Self-forgiveness. This is a crystal mermaid from Atlantis. They're beautiful mermaids. There are not very many of them. They guard the crystals in Atlantis, the big ones. Hi, I would like a card pull as well. Hold on. Where is there still, and this is not a judgment because this could probably go for 98, 99, 100% of this entire audience. Where are you still blaming yourself or giving yourself feelings of shame over anything? Now, of course, we have to know that everything in our lives has happened because we've set it in motion in some way, either before we came into this life or by our actions. Sometimes, you know, it's the soul contract. Someone did something horrible to you, you know, and many of us come from that kind of trauma from our childhoods. And that's more of a soul contract. We asked them before we came in this life to hurt us in this way for us to grow from it. Doesn't mean that, you know, you have to like them in this life or thank them. You can just forgive yourself. But self-forgiveness is there. Whenever we get into shame or blame of ourselves, that's our knee-jerk reaction. We have to get past that because that is the kind of thing that brings our vibration low. Like I was talking about earlier, when your vibration should never, You should not feel like you're always operating on misery or not happy. Like you should have a happy life, no matter what's happening, no matter how, broke you are or shit's happening or, got a crazy family or whatever, you lost your best friend, you can still find joy in your life. And yet we will never not have trauma. We will never not have bad things to learn from. Every time something bad happens, we have to say, what's the lesson here? What am I supposed to learn? And that's the most important part of it. And we do shadow work. We go into it and say, what is the lesson here? Like I just said, what, why? And we forgive ourselves. We work on that shadow work. I have a free blog post right here that help you with that shadow work, soundwavesheal.com/shadow-work, and really get into that self-forgiveness, learn how to release these feelings as they come up. And that not only will that have you in a happier space for a happier life, but it will also have you in a higher vibration, and you'll stay clearer spiritually, which is, what we need, right? Okay, I'm going to do, let's see, I think I can do 2 more. Okay, Allison, you got Trust and Patience. Fauna Lee, the Servitor, is another one of my favorite cards. Isn't it cute? I need some water. Hold on. All right, they're saying that you really need to trust in what you've put out there and what your spirit guides are doing. Trust in the universe, trust in your spirit guides, trust in your spirit team, and have the patience of that. I feel like what's happening is you're really discouraged and kind of mad at your spirit team, like why, like nothing's really working out. And so I would encourage you, they're showing me one of the blog posts that I wrote. It's called Why You Should Know Your Spirit Team. And it is in this package, learn.soundwavesheal.com/spirit guides. So my learn.soundwavesheal.com is where all the video programs are. And this is a free program for anybody who wants it. It starts with how to meet your spirit guides. And then it goes through things like some of my blog posts and a couple of channeled guided meditations and unicorn attunement. It's really, really great. It's kind of some of the things like that I have in my Tag Lightworkers monthly membership. And so I think you should go there or search my site for that Why You Should Know Your Spirit Team blog post. There's something in there that will really resonate with you. Okay. I had soundwavesheal.com. You can go under sessions. I have 2 main sessions, 45 minutes and 75 minutes, depending how much you want. The 45 minutes is the main one. And then the other ones are just mini, like I have a mini session, just a recorded 10-minute session. And I have an emergency mini session as well. Okay. Last one, we're going to go calf, and then I'll do a group. Tend to your garden, Hawatha the garden fairy. When that comes forward, calf, that's really about like 2 things important in your life. One thing you were focusing on, like I kind of get like putting out fires, I get that you were putting out fires, and while you were doing it, someone who loves you, needs you, and either they were afraid to say because they could see how like hard you were working and felt like you didn't have time or something, but somebody needs to talk to you that you love and that you want to help. So look around and see who that might be. Okay. And Allison, yeah, right. Well, you're not on your own. You're not. You have so many spirit guides around you. So tune into them. Okay. Get to know them. Do my spirit guide bundle that I was just talking about, because there's also how to meet your joy guide in there. And that's really helpful. Okay. I'm going to give everyone a group card in healing. I really ask you to please at least join my podcast on whatever you listen to podcasts on, YouTube, whatever. If you need a link from it, you can always go to my website, soundwavesheal.com. And that at soundwavesheal.com, you'll find everything like sessions, learning, like the things that I teach. You'll find the free spirit guide group bundle, and you'll find podcast and even my retreats for light workers, for channels. So 5D channels and chats with Rachel Chamness. I really appreciate it if you join and listen. You'll learn a lot and it'll be fun. Okay, so for a group card today and a liquid Reiki shamanic healing, which will be sound well. You're going to hear this sound. It's a mixture of channeled all kinds of things, sounds, light, messages from higher dimensional beings that I work with. And guess what? Everybody got Witness the Miracle, Bethazar, Guardian Gnome. Ooh, I'm going to channel Bethazar. He has a message for you, and it's really cool for everybody. Witness the miracle. When you come into your higher vibration, when you are connected to your spirit guides and your helpers, when you are walking your path and feeling joy, you will begin to really witness the miracle all around you. And all of you are now witnessing the miracle of the changing earth step by step. For the next few years, you will notice much changes, many changes that have been needed, and many changes within yourself. As you work on yourself in this time of ascension, we step forward to help. Please call on us, the Fae, the elementals, your guides and helpers. Thank you. Woo. You made my eyes water. And then in healing, I'm going to channel from Bethazar. Hi, Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Stacy. If you want to post who's coming next, I'll put it up. Then if anybody is in my 5D daily group for channels and healers, I'm going to be live in there in just 3 minutes. Thank you all so much. This was really fun today. Always fun. Thanks for coming on. You can find me again next week at 11 o'clock. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.